or interacting anything, at that time, please you can unmute yourself. I request to kindly cooperate. I am Dr. S.K. Kaur, Head of Marketing, Consultancy, Corporate Program and Quality and Intellectual Property Rights at CTTC Bhubaneswar. It is Central Tool Room and Training Center known as MSME Technology Center, Bhubaneswar, under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. It is one of the best technology center in the country among 33 such technology centers in India. And basically this organization is having three different type of activities. One is training. We are conducting various kinds of long-term and short-term training programs, right from the school dropout till postgraduate certification in different domain, mechanical engineering, electrical, automation, computer science, different domain of program. Whereas our niche area, our expertise area is manufacturing, engineering, tool and die manufacturing, designing, manufacturing. We are also conducting various programs for the overseas candidates from the different developing countries, Zimbabwe, Senegal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Kazakhstan, with collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs. More than 20 countries. We have conducted the program. We are providing our technical and management consultant services to set up for their capacity building and to set up similar kind of infrastructure facilities for the skill development and providing support services to the industries. Apart from that, we are having two regular programs. One is diploma, 4 years diploma in tool and die making, and a 3 years diploma in mechatronics. And we are conducting various training program for industries, corporates, and other organizations in the different technical as well as management field, also for the government establishments. Production, we are having state-of-the-art facilities, manufacturing facilities. We are designing manufacturing precision tools and precision component assemblies for the Indian Space Research Organization. Like we are the technology partner with ISRO for they are all space mission programs. We are also OEM supplier for designing, manufacturing, assembling and testing, providing different type of assemblies and sub-assemblies for the light combat aircraft, Tejas aircraft, to the Indian Air Force, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So manufacturing capabilities is quite high in the precision manufacturing. We are having a consultancy services for the MSMEs and the startups, providing various technical and management consultancy services for their quality improvement, productivity improvement, project expansion, modernization, all those services we are providing. So this is a part of the program for the startups and young professionals and the MSMEs to increase their knowledge in terms of productivity and quality improvement programs. We conduct various such programs in different course of the time. Some of the programs, very high level programs like in Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt and Black Belt programs, we are also offering for the corporate executives, for the students, those who are interested to pursue their career. And before that, it is very important to understand what about all this program is, and why this program is important, and how this program can help someone for the professional career building. Since this is an organization, the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, it is not a private institution. Our objective is not to make money. We try to charge nominal fee and try to do the justice for imparting the knowledge and the skill as required for the students, professionals and the industry people, so that they can be capable of pursuing their career and taking the industries in a different level to develop their manufacturing capability. And the certificates issued by CTTC, Central Tool Room and Training Center, MSME Technology Center, under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. And the certificate here, any kind of program you are participating, the certificate given by CTTC, this certificate is a piece of document for your recognition, for your formal credibility, by putting into your profile or demo, showing it somewhere, producing it as a piece of document in favor of your professional qualification and skill. But what is important for this kind of programs is very important about your knowledge and skill, what you have acquired about from this program. So we engage all very senior, qualified and competent faculties to deliver any kind of program, we never compromise in quality of the programs. So, and it is not that program is over, the certificate is given, that part is over. Once anybody joining in any kind of the program with CTTC, they become part of our CTTC family for lifelong. Any kind of support, any kind of cooperation within our capabilities, we will try to help them, to guide them and help them. And many programs we are conducting also like this awareness program, but free of cost. Innovation, intellectual property rights, quality, different management system, information security, other ISO management systems, so zero defect, zero effect, material flow cost accounting, many such programs which are industry need, which are very much essential for the students to know, to get yourself educated so that they are having the knowledge and the skill as required for the industries. But also the industries, they want those kind of skills, they can have the opportunity to apply and implement it for encouraging the organization productivity and quality, which leads to growth and sustainability of the organization. So many of the programs, such programs we are also conducting free of cost. So all the students or the participants or the ladies and gentlemen, those who are getting connected to with us, we will keep your all the information in your database. We'll be communicating to you from time to time. As per your convenience and as per your interest, you can join any of these programs. With this background, we should talk about this. As I mentioned, I am Dr. S. Kekar. I am head for the marketing, consultancy, quality and IPFC. I am bachelor in engineering, postgraduate in design, also postgraduate in management. I am doctorate in faculty of mechanical engineering in the field of the nanotechnology. Also, I am Lean Six Sigma black belt from IIT Kharagpur and ASQ USA. I have many other professional qualifications, like I am qualified trainer for SIIB by Start and Improve Your Business and Sustaining and Competitive Responsible Enterprises, SIB and SCORE from International Labour Organization. I am also qualified in Intellectual Property Right Management from WIPO Academy, Switzerland. I have completed my post-graduation study or diploma study in Copenhagen from Campsax International. I have also studied quality management in Japan, having more than a lot of other professional qualifications, like I am lead auditor from ISO 9000, ISO 14000, ISO 45000, ISO 27000, ISO 17025. So and also in the domain of aerospace quality management system. So what I understand, having the knowledge and skill in fields of the industry is very important. So based upon my experience, knowledge and skill, I will try my best to provide certain inputs which will be helpful for making yourself educated. Apart from that, anytime you have any personal and very special requirement, you can contact us. We will try our best to help you. So going ahead to today's session, TQM Lean Six Sigma. This is an awareness program. It will be duration of nearly 30-40 minutes, because total duration is 1 hour. We could have continued for a longer period because we have another engagement with the Senegal team, so that I have to get free from here by 7 p.m. So today's session will be talking about basic awareness program introduction, about what this program all about is. To have some concept about the quality management, what is lean manufacturing and what is Six Sigma, and what is career prospects, how this knowledge and skill can help you for your professional career as well as for the application in the industries. So going ahead, when you talk about the difference, one of the organization which is outstanding, the best performing, and other organization is average, the difference in the organization will basically define the quality of the product or the service being provided by organization. The quality is the term which difference between outstanding or the excellence and the average organizations. Is one of the most important indicator and the parameter. But today's world, any organization is manufacturing any kind of product or providing any services, only maintaining the quality is not merely meeting to the customer requirements, or cannot acquire the demand of the market, cannot reach the market. That is why there are 3 important parameters: quality, cost, and delivery. Quality, if any manufacturing organization does not provide quality product or service, organization will be closed down. organization cannot stand in the market, cannot survive in the market. To survive in the market, apart from the quality, other parameters like cost, the product or service what you are providing, it must be cost competitive. So to make it cost competitive, we have to, the methodology or the philosophy like Lean Six Sigma is very important to make our product and services cost competitive, so that what the kind of product and service we are delivering to the market, it is competing with the other product and services available in the market. Our product must be cheaper and must be better. So that is where quality and the cost is not only the quality and the cost, also delivery, the availability of the product to the customer as per his need, as and when it requires. The product must be available to him. So supply chain, logistic, availability to the product, these are also important factors. So keeping all things in mind, when we understand the quality, we all understand what the meaning is, the basic purpose. Somewhere or rather, directly or indirectly, we are also a customer for getting some kind of product and services. So quality definition, it varies from person to person, but to broadly define the definition, the description of the consumer wishes, what the customer needs. Observance of the terms of the delivery has good documentation, is available at a reasonable price. A product meeting the let down specifications, your terms and conditions, your specifications, your desirability, that must be met. And you should take into account the customer requirement and needs, customer oriented. So there are 8 dimensions of the quality like performance, features, reliability, conformance, durability, serviceability, aesthetic, and perceived quality. So when this is about the quality definition and the concept. When you talk about the total quality management, how does it happen? The quality management is a big challenge in any organization, because when you say the total, means in totality, means every aspect of the quality involving everybody and continual improvement. So these are some of the catch points are here. When we are talking about the total quality management, it is not any individual's responsibility, neither as a person or the department. Every individual in the organization, right from the top to bottom, or we can say right from the doorman to the chairman, everybody in the organization is responsible for total quality management. To establish a total quality management, what is that? It is an organizational philosophy and a culture. When you connect the people, everybody, when you connect every individual of the organization for providing the best of the quality of the product or services to our esteemed customers, then connecting the people, it is only possible when there is a proper system and when there is a culture in the organization. And whatever we are doing today, we must improve something by tomorrow. So there must be continual improvement. So it is a journey. Having a total quality management culture or kind of providing TQM under the TQM philosophy, it is a journey. It is not a destination. So quality is a perception. Quality could be all things to all the people. Quality like beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. It is nothing but degree of excellence. So customer is happy, customer is delighted, what is he expecting? He is getting at the minimum rate or exceeding his expectation. That is what all the quality, total quality is. And all of you might have understand, you have the basic concept when you talk about the management, means executives are fully committed executing the things, interconnecting all the process inside the organization. And we are all, every process owner are committed to deliver the best, because one process output becomes input to the other process. So that is why, as you all of you might have knowing this, you might be knowing this ISO, International Organization for Standardization. The headquarters is at Geneva, where most of the countries all over the world, more than 137 countries are the member of this ISO. They all, what do they do? They do frame different kind of standards which are applicable to the worldwide. As you know, after the Second World War, when there are a lot of challenges for the interchangeability, technological support, assembling, manufacturing of the product and services from the different countries, and the compatibility. So these are big challenges. So different standards, it has emerged. Like from the meal standard, the different standards on emerged, and today ISO is a management system standard which defines different management standards for the different specific purposes. So that if you follow that standard, your organization will be in a position to deliver quality product or service complying to the requirements of those international guidelines. This ISO define the quality management as that aspects of the overall management function that determines and implements the quality policy. As such is the responsibility of the top management. So responsibility of the quality, who gives the direction, the vision, mission, philosophy, all things are set by the top management. Unless there is a commitment of the top management, the things cannot happen. Because connecting the people, establishing a culture is the responsibility of the top management. Since quality management is a management responsibility that directly linked to the future of the organization, it is obvious any quality management in the organization, any quality management culture, any quality management system cannot happen by down the line. It has to come from, it has to be a top-down approach. Top management must demonstrate its commitment, must take the interest, must motivate the people and connect and align every individual in line with the organization's goal, vision, and mission. Then only things can happen. TQM is a management tool where it focuses primarily on the total satisfaction of the both internal and external customers. Very interesting point. When you talk customer means it is external. Somebody who is staying outside the organization pays money, the value for the product or service he is getting from us. But today, as per the ISO definition, as per the total quality management, now it is further, it has been extended, it's no more external, it is also internal customer. Who are all internal customer? All interested parties inside the organization, all process owner. When you talk about the interrelated process, means one process output is the input to the other second process. Here, the second process owner is the customer to the process owner of one. So that is why if it is a value-based activities, it is a systematic value-based activities. Values are added at each and every process. If you are taking care of internal customers, if you are taking care of every connected next process owner's requirement, then it is obvious the entire output of the process will be good. Finally, which is reaching to the external customer. That is where the objective of any organization. So for any establishing any kind of quality management system or any kind of the activities, first of all, there is a good by information is a plan, do, check, act. PDCA cycle. It is a problem defined. It is a cycle where this it is called a Deming cycle. Means anything you want to do, first you have to plan it. Unless you plan the things properly, you can execute the things. So plus you plan it well. Once you plan, then you can do execute as per your plan. Once you execute it, check it. Whether things, whatever you have planned, the result you have achieved as per your plan or not. Then once you have achieved, then standardize and further improve upon that. So that there is a continual improvement will happen. It is a cycle. Planning is the problem statement, clear and accurate. It must be. Then have the systematic root cause been identified for all kind of the requirements. If you are talking about the problem solving or any organization is strategic planning, first you plan what you want to do. Then once you have planned, then do as you have planned. Once you have done, then check as per planning whether you have achieved or not. If you have achieved, then sustain it, standardize it and improve it so that it is a continuous journey. There is a Dr. Kano, it is a Japanese quality management guru. What he thinks that every organization, every customer, every individual is having three kind of needs. One is the basic need, next is performance need, and further is delight. Basic need, it must be requirement, expected quality. Implied need, what is something stated, means there are two needs. One is stated need, other is implied need. Stated need means need which is defined by the customer, and implied not defined but expected. Suppose if you take an example, if you are buying an electric fan, ceiling fan, what is stated need? It should breathe the air. right? And what is the implied need? It should be soundless. It should be cost competitive, right? It should have a good aesthetic part. So these are the things, kind of the basic needs. And self-evident, not expressed, or the obvious. Basic need is minimum requirement. Then we are going to performance need. What is that performance need? It must do for the purpose what is being meant. It should be one-dimensional requirement by desired quality, articulate, specified, measurable, and technical. Once performance is basic need is the bottom line. Performance need was expected at the desired level of output from the product or service for which the customer is buying. And next is delight. Going by, it's an attractive requirement, which customer is getting more happy. He is happier. He is getting something beyond of his expectation. Customer satisfaction indicator is much higher than his expectation. So cost is a causes customer delight. That is where the Dr. Canos model details, the time doesn't permit, can be discussed in further subsequent training programs. Quality management principles, it has 8 quality management principles. Principle 1 must be customer focused organization. Any organization should be customer focused. In any business or any activity, any organization must be customer centric. It has some purpose. There is a customer, somebody is awaiting, somebody is waiting. Doesn't matter whether profit making, non-profit, or government or non-government. Any organization is somebody is looking for kind of the product or the services from that organization. So he is the customer. This organization must be focused to the organization. It must understand, identify what the customer needs, what is the expectation of the customer. Then accordingly should plan, then he should do, check, and act, so that customer is finally getting happy and is getting delighted. Next is leadership. The organization cannot run without proper leadership. In leadership means, as we mentioned, is the top management responsibility. Every individual should have been assigned the role of like process owner in section, in department, at different level of leadership. There must be delegation, right? Because these leaders establish the unity, the purpose, and direction of the organization. Right from the top management, they have to connect everybody. They have to motivate everybody. They have to make the availability of the resources to the people, so that people will be motivated to work toward the organization and goal and vision. The principle 3 is involvement or engagement of the people. Every individual in the organization must be engaged. They must have their commitment toward the kind of the activities what they are doing. They to produce the best quality of the product or the service in their respective areas. And it is a process approach. The organization must be process approach centric. What will process approach? Process approach means there is input, there is output, and there is something happening process. So the product realization during the process, right from the conversion from input to the output, that is where the process. And there are different processes are involved, like purchasing, HR, designing, planning, production, maintenance, quality, store, delivery, dispatch. All these are the different every processes are interlinked. If something goes wrong in any process, it will affect the customer's satisfaction index. So this is a process approach. There must be a process centric approach. That the process mapping, that process should be interconnected. Next is system approach management. Identifying, understanding, and managing a system of interrelated process. There must be a system to be established. Who is going to do what? What is the responsibility and authorities? What are the different system parameters? What are the different process parameters? What are the different indicators? How these indicators are going to manage, so that the organization will achieve its desired result. Then continual improvement. Anything we are doing, it must be improved by tomorrow. It's not stagnant. Any quality management, as I mentioned, it is a journey, not a destination. Today, any organization is doing the best, but nothing is called like best in the management development dictionary. Better is a better word than the best. Meaning whatever we are doing today, it must be improved by tomorrow. Because something we call today the most exciting, the best features in any product service becomes very fast. It becomes obsolete very fast. So that there must be some improvement, continual improvement. Principle 7 of the quality management is factual approach to decision making. Any decision we are making, it must be evidence based upon the evidence, information, data, fact based. It should not be biased in nature. So data, information should be collected. Factual the approach must be fact and evidence based, not like that it should be biased. It is not somebody has some tell something, somebody is biased and taken a decision. That is a very wrong practice. So any decision related to the product, service at organization level must be taken based upon the facts, evidences, and information. Principle 8 is mutual beneficial supplier relationship. Any activities we are doing must be beneficial to the supplier and and also the customer, right? It is not only the customer. Equally, supplier is also very important stakeholder to the organization. If we are not getting proper logistic support, the raw material, tools, consumables, and equipment, whatever required for the product realization, if you do not get at the right quality, of right quantity, at right time, then definitely it will affect our customer services, customer satisfaction index. So in that case, so we have to take care both supplier and the customer. Both are like the two wheels of a cart. One cannot, it's not that customer is important, supplier is not. So mutually beneficial relation, we must establish equal relationship with our all stakeholders, including suppliers. This is what about the total quality management. Very basic concept. Now we talk about the Lean and Six Sigma. What is Lean? Lean means thin. Means it is free from the waste, right? Any process, why the product in an industry or in a service organization sometimes we feel become very costly, becomes very expensive, are not becoming cost competitive. If you look at very micro level study, if you find that a lot of wastage could be raw material, wastage could be the manpower, wastage could be the energy, there is lots of resource wastages. And because of this wastage, the process is inefficient. If the process is inefficient, definitely our productivity neither it will be increased, it will be low, means more resources, less product, less output, and also there will be more wastage, there will be more costly. So in order to reduce the cost, to make the product or service cost competitive, to reduce, to attain to find out what are the wastages they are involved in my manufacturing process or my service process. If you can have the ability to identify and eliminate or reduce those wastages, it will increase our process efficiency and it will make the product cost competitive. It will lower the price of the product. So that is what the Lean. Lean means identification, reduction or elimination of the waste from the processes, right? It has the impact on improving the efficiency of the process so that there will be more productivity. This is what the Lean. And when you talk about the Six Sigma is a management philosophy, it is a methodology. We'll be talking in detail later on subsequent stage. What does it focus? It focuses on reduction in the process variation. The variation in the process means any product or service product, there is some upper limit, there is some lower limit. If the process control, process capability is not good, then variation is very high. Then there will be rejection in the processes. There will be delay in the processes. There will be deviation in the processes. So that our product effectiveness, output with respect to the input will be less. So that is why then we cannot be cost competitive and we can provide all the customers, we can make the products available to the customer in time, and this cannot be cost competitive. So that is why this Lean and Six Sigma, Lean we are talking about the process efficiency, Six Sigma is talking about the effectiveness of the process. So efficiency and effectiveness, Six Sigma is talking about the wastages, and Six Sigma is got Lean is talking about the wastages, whereas Six Sigma is talking about the variation, the variability. So when these wastages and variations, process variations are controlled and taken into our one hand, this is getting married and we are getting the best out of both Lean and Six Sigma, methodologies or philosophies, then it is obvious our execution of the project will be excellent, our product will be cost competitive, product or service will be available to the customer in time, and it will be of the best of the quality, excellent. To achieve excellence in product and quality, so that is why Lean Six Sigma is a methodology or philosophy to be adapted. So Lean, you focus on what is of a value to the customer. Anything which are not adding value to the customer is not willing to pay for that, definitely it is a waste. So Lean means adding value to the products and services. Separate non-value added from the value added. First of all, what you have to do, we have to identify what are those non-value adding activities, what are those non-value adding resources which are getting waste in the process, has to be identified. So that is called value stream mapping, VSM. If you do the value stream mapping, then that is a scientific tool, that is a management tool and technique. We have to do the value stream mapping to identify what kind of waste is happening in terms of material, in terms of the time, wastage is happening, and how to control. We have to use certain tools and techniques and eliminate those activities so that remove the product closer to its final form, so that this product will be good, and make the remaining value-added activities flow smoothly, produce only what customers need. It is a pull mechanism. It is not that something customer does not want, we are doing some non-value activity, we are giving something which is not customer expecting, or which customer does not want to pay for that, right? And so that is a pull. It should be demand driven. It is a customer driven. What is customer looking for? What are his needs? What is today's need? What is his future need? If you can meet all those things in a very exciting way, exceed his expectation, that is what the customer will be happy, and the customer will remain today and also will remain tomorrow. So that is what the continual improvement. So these are the different wastages. Taichi Ono, there is a Japanese quality management guru, and there is Toyota. All this lean manufacturing concept is from the Toyota production system, the TPS. Toyota, as you know, the world-class automobile sector, they are producing the best to best quality of the products and automobile products. So this Toyota executive was the most ferocious foe of the worst human history has produced, identified there are 7 wastes. That is called Muda. Muda is a Japanese word, means waste. In manufacturing system like storage, transportation, waiting, motion, process, defects, overproduction. So these kind of wastage everywhere. So all these wastages, it has to be understood very critically, how these wastages are happening, how these wastages are included to my product or service. Once it can be identified, it can be quantified, and we have to plan how to eliminate them or reduce them. If not possible to eliminate, then definitely it will impact on the productivity and quality and reducing the price or making the product cost competitive. So this waste is everywhere. Many a times this doesn't come to in our surface level visualization. We are not able to identify those kind of wastages. So a lean methodology will be taught, will be learning about what are the wastages, how to quantify the waste, and how to eliminate those wastes. So this is what needed for the industries. So these are like we discussed about the rework, motion, overproduction, conveyance, inventory, over specification, the waiting. All these are the different wastages. So this is called, this can be T mode is the better way of defining it. T for transportation, I for inventory, M for motion, W for waiting, the O for overproduction, overprocessing, defects. So these are the different wastages. To discuss all those wastages, it will take quite a long time. It's not possible today in this introduction session. So lean manufacturing is having different tools like 5S. As you know, it's a good housekeeping, very powerful Japanese management philosophy too. This is used everywhere in any organization. Any engineer, executive, entrepreneur must have the basic knowledge of the 5S. So this will be discussed in detail. What are those 5S tools, how it can be used for the organization during the lean manufacturing implementation. Next is value stream mapping that we are talking to, the standardization of the work, load labeling, Kaizen. Load labeling means balancing of the load in the different machines and equipment what you are engaging for the production, or the balancing the workload also to the people. And the Kaizen means change for the better, the initiative, what we have to do so that it is happening better tomorrow. This is like Kanban is a full and visual workplace. By 5 years implementation, you can visually identify all the things very quickly. Quick changeover, undone, Pokayok, one piece flow, cellular manufacturing. These are the different lean manufacturing tools. This should be discussed in details during the lean manufacturing session. 5 years simple, as I mentioned, it is a very important tool like sorting in the organization, distinguish between what is needed, what is not needed, set in order, place for everything and everything is in its place. Then cleaning and looking for the ways to keep it clean, standardize, clearly define the task and produces, sustainability, stick to the rules consciously. Implementing the 5 years is often the first step in the lean transformation. Any organization who want to bring some changes, some transformation, improve the productivity, quality, culture, 5 years is the basic tool which has to be implemented. This has to be understood well, can be discussed. Now we will be talking about the Six Sigma. Six Sigma means Sigma, which you know it is a standard deviation, right? So Six Sigma means it is the different opinions and the different Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a philosophy. Six Sigma is a set of tools. Six Sigma is a methodology. Six Sigma is a measure. Six Sigma is a metric. Six Sigma is a structure. So in narrow sense, a metric based on a statistical measure called standard deviation. What is this deviation? Sigma is a standard deviation, right? What is standard deviation? It is a metric based on a statistical measure called standard deviation. In broader business sense, world-class quality provides a better product or service faster and at lower cost than our competitors. That is what we are all talking about. Variation means these are the terminology in Six Sigma. We are talking about the variation. Mean the enemy of the customer satisfaction, which will finally have the negative impact on the productivity, quality, and the process efficiency and effectiveness. So those are factors called as variations. So those variations are identified and controlled by the process of Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a business management strategy from the TQM body of knowledge. It is a systematic approach to achieve quantum process improvement by rigorous pursuit of the defect reduction. So these are the different histories. So as you know, Six Sigma is a quality, eliminate defects, it is reduce the variation. Emphasizes need to eliminate the defects, require data-driven decision using to comprehensive set of the statistical tool. Yes, for implementation of Six Sigma process or methodology is not used for the minor improvement or very small improvements. So lean can be used, the Kaizen, lean tools, Kaizen can be used for small improvements. Something is happening today, it can be improved by tomorrow by small intervention. But Six Sigma is for significant improvement. Six Sigma, because you have to have mass producing, you have to a lot of data. It required, it is a statistical tool driven approach. Statistical tool has to be used for collecting the appropriate data, analyzing the data, and taking the action for that. So you have to make analysis. So it is Six Sigma. For your understanding, I can tell you at this point of the time, Six Sigma is a management tool or philosophy used where there is significant achievement. Significant improvement is expected, not for the minor improvement, right? We'll understand the power of Six Sigma later stage. So lean means speed, agility, and the flow. Emphasis maximize on the process velocity. Provide tools for analyzing the process flow and delay time at each activity in the process. Removes waste, non-value added steps in the process. Six Sigma approach, it helps to make the large improvements quickly. Traditional organizations measure the defects levels in percentage. Right, it's a very important thing to understand. Traditional organization, what you say, कितना percentage आपका company का rejection है? हम बोले 1%, 1.5%, 2%. But Six Sigma is not in percentage. It calls DPO, DPMO, defects per million opportunity, DPMO. Defects per million opportunities. At what million? 1 million. What is the number of defects? Not percentage. Means we are magnifying to a very large level in terms of the identifying the number of defects. I mean number of defects per million, not percentage. This is what we can see. Six Sigma is basically, if you consider This is a bell curve, right? And what we find that this is what the target line, zero defect is not possible. Defect is ultimately any organization can produce a zero defect. It is nothing like that. It is organization will be sustainable. But achieving zero defect all times is not possible. That is why, but it has been scientifically established, found Six Sigma is closer to the zero defect, right? If any product, this is the center line, there is the outer specification, customer specification, the limit. If it operates within that, acceptable to the customer. That is what the Six Sigma is very close. That will come to understand the latter stage. Like if you can say, suppose we are parking a car in our garage, what you find? It will be zero defect label when the exact center line of the parking space is exactly aligned with the center line of the car. But how many times it happens? Sometimes it will be towards more closer to the left side wall, sometimes it will be more closer to the right side wall. So in that happen, that is where the variation from its center line. So what is that amount of the variation? That what is the statistical formula to find out those variation? How to analyze, take this data, how to measure those data, how to analyze the data, how to improve those data. So we have to use some statistical tools. This is your Six Sigma concept. When you look at this is a center line, Six Sigma is here, means number of defects per million is very low. The value we can see it. Six Sigma means 99.997% perfection, right? Remember, Six Sigma, if any process is within Six Sigma person level, means sometimes we are very much happy that okay, my perfection level is 99%. No. By adopting Six Sigma technique, 99.997% means 3.4 defects per million opportunities. Only 3.4 defects per million opportunities in 1 million. If there are less than 3.4 defects or maximum 3.4 defects, then only the process is at Six Sigma level. Otherwise, process will be less. Capacity. Now, please try to understand quickly. 3.8 Sigma, 99%. When we are talking about 99% perfection, means 3.8 Sigma, right? Not Six Sigma. But Six Sigma level, 99.99966 means 99.997% is good. So when I say 99% good means it is at 3.8 Sigma level, not Six Sigma level. So if you can quickly understand, 20,000 articles of the mail lost per hour if the process is 3.8 Sigma level. But Six Sigma level, 7 articles per mail lost per hour. Unsafe drinking water for almost 15 minutes each day if it is 99% good. But if it is Six Sigma level, unsafe drinking water for 1 minute every 7 months. 5,000 incorrect surgical operations per week. If it is operation OT, it is 3.8 Sigma level. In Six Sigma level, 1.7 incorrect surgical operations per week. These are the data taken on world-class evidence basis, information basis. 2 short or long landings at most major airports each day, if it is at 99% good. But Six Sigma level, 1 short or long landing at most major airports every 5 years. Very important. You can see the power of Six Sigma, the value of Six Sigma. So, this is what we are talking about the Six Sigma. Now, why use Six Sigma as a metric? Because even one defect reflects a failure in your customer side. If you even very small minor defect, also it is failure. When customer look, no customer is willing to accept with certain defects. Six Sigma level means it is not zero defect, but is very closer to zero defect. Means what we are talking 3.4 DPMO, 3.4 defects per million opportunities. So this was metric, methodology and management system. You can see these are the Sigma, these are the values. 2 Sigma means 3,10,000. 3 Sigma 66,810 defects. 4 Sigma 6,210. 5 Sigma level 233. 6 Sigma level 3.4 DPMO. 7 Sigma 0.02, which is very impracticable. Right? It is very close to the zero defect. Sometimes can happen, but scientifically proven if the process is within Six Sigma level and the perfection is 99.997% is quite good enough. It is a lot of, there is a significant improvement in the process. So in Six Sigma, there is a defined measure, analyze, improve and control technique. What is the problem? What is the goal? Any problem we identify in an industry or work here, what is the Six Sigma people role? They will identify the problem, define the problem, measure the problem taking the data. What are the sources of the provision variation? What are the root causes of the defects? Once analyzed, then how to improve? How do we change this process? How do we verify our changes will improve the process? Are the improvement to the process consistent over time? How do we maintain the improvement into the future? So DMIC, define, measure, analyze, improve and control methodology are applied. Similarly, for design Six Sigma, there is a DMA, DAV, that is a different procedure can be discussed. So management system, why we are talking the defects and variation, how is coming? Why is the effect of function of X1, X2 like this? In any product, if there is a deviation, there is a defect, there is a loss, because it is n number of variations are there. Effect of process 1, X1, X2, X3, like the n number of processes are there. The variation at every process becomes the cumulative and brings a total effect on the process, which reduces the process efficiency and effectiveness. So that is the reason Six Sigma is the power. This has to reduce this way. We have to control over all these variations is happening at the different process ends. That is where the Six Sigma application of the Six Sigma methodology, right? So Lean Six Sigma, we have understood the remove the word Six Sigma is the reduces the variation. Lean increase the speed naturally. Wastage are minimized means speed of the process will increase. Here Six Sigma improve the quality. Lean remove the non-value added process steps, removes all non-value activities. Six Sigma reduces the variation in each and remaining step. It fixes constant connections between the process steps. It interlinks all the processes. Here, Six Sigma, it optimizes the remaining process. Lean focuses on the customer and Six Sigma focuses on the customer. Both the Lean Sigma ultimately focusing on the customer. Means it is the Lean talks about the speed of the process, but Six Sigma talks about the accuracy of the process, right? This is what to understand the Lean Six Sigma. When you talk about the Lean Six Sigma dream career, what is required? Dream career in industries. Today's world, industries, they need the people, those who can add value to their industries, those who can make that product or service cost competitively, those who can work in a team. They are the frontline members. So that is why in different organizations, people, those who are Lean Six Sigma, green belt, black belt, and master black belt holder, they are the most demanded. They are not the traditional working professional. They are not traditional employees. They are value-adding employees. Organization needs somebody who can add value to the organization, who can reduce the expenses, who can reduce the cost of the production service, right? So that is where the needing the customer, that will lead the organization to the profitability, growth, and sustainability. So that is where the people having knowledge, skill, and expertise in the Lean Six Sigma are the most most valuable asset for the organization. That is what the need of this. So when we are talking today's industry world, like complex problem solving, they want the industries, engineers, executives, professional must have the knowledge in the complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation and cognitive flexibility. So if you are eyeing at a good employment, if you want to pursue a good career in one of the multinational company, one of the fast growing organization, you need to have all these skills. These are the kind of skill sets required for these industries. So we are talking about the fourth industrial evolution, industry 4.0, value stream mapping. We are talking about these are the Lean Six Sigma. These are the industry 4.0. Because now today everything we are talking about the automation. We are talking about the artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics. All these are the fourth 3D printing, all cloud, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, AR, VR, MR, all these are the industry 4.0. So if you are becoming a professional, if you are heading toward the fourth industrial evolution, we need to have this kind of the knowledge, skill. The knowledge is your assets, knowledge is your power, knowledge is your strength, which will make you best fit for the organization, which will help you to grow in the organization, not only to join the organization, also to grow in the organization. So that is why we must know So it is being statistics has been taken. The people having Six Sigma, green belt, black belt, master black belt in the USA, they are getting much higher salary. Then they are getting mostly 15 to 20% higher salary than the other average employees. As a Six Sigma green belt holder, black belt holder, you can, because you will be looking at the process improvement, you will be increasing the productivity, quality, and reducing the cost of the organization by taking different projects. Your knowledge and skill, what you will be acquiring, it will be helpful for the organization. So they will, organization will not mind to pay you better than other things. You will be a different bracket of categories of the employees. So that is what very much necessary. Lean Six Sigma. So thank you very much. This is what I wanted to brief about the course. Now, further, I understand there are some participants, those who have got registered for our online program, which was scheduled to be held on from 27th. And with due apology, we are deferring this program due to two reasons. One is the ministry is engaging. Ministry has engaged us to organize a national level conclave at Guwahati. So we are all busy in that. So we do not, because we never compromise in the quality of the program. We want to, once any program is conducted, anybody connected, he must be highly delighted. He must get much more professional value. So we do not want to compromise in any respect. That's the reason we are deferring, because it will difficult us to for monitoring the program. That to physical mode program is different, and program conducting online mode is also different. So that is why, that is one reason. Second reason, the number of participants registered are not adequate enough to meet the expenses which are incurred. We are not making any profit making, but naturally we will be engaging very highly industry background experienced faculties. So there will be some expenses incurred, but that does not matter. Even though, but we will be definitely, already we are getting a lot of responses from the different people. More registration there within the next couple of days, and I am sure this will be good enough. And even though it is not happening also, the people, those who are got registered, will be definitely next date, whatever deciding, will be conducting the program with the best of the best faculties, right? That is the reason we are deferring. So anything, if you have got, so I will request you kindly wait for this, and we'll be deciding the exact date schedule. And also it is off time, you can very easily spare for yourself, and any other difficulty you can connect. Apart from this, any program we are conducting in future, we will also connect you. Absolutely no problem. You will definitely enjoy your association joining this program with CTTC. CTTC, we have already issued more than 256 Sigma Green Belt programs, and the people are doing excellent in different organizations. In the terms, they are getting promotions, are getting higher salary, and this is one of the very important thing. I will definitely say that it is, you must choose this kind of thing to join. Doesn't matter how you join, where you join, but this kind of knowledge and skill you must have, right? So this is what I wanted to say, because time is running out. If you have got anything to ask, kindly ask me. Anybody want to ask anything, kindly unmute yourself and ask me. Couple of questions you can take, because very limited time in your hand is about to get finished for the next 3-4 minutes, couple of minutes. Anybody? Any participants, those who are there, those who have got registered for attending the online program, and those who have not registered, interested to register, we have the online program, 6 Sigma Green Belt program, we were charging 6,000 rupees plus GST. And if you can find out the 6 Sigma programs awarded by private organizations, they charge more than 20,000-30,000 rupees also, right? So that it will be quite economical, and you will get more value than whatever you are paying. That it is not only, even you can also join many other programs. We'll try our best to support you. So anybody, those who are interested, it is also displayed in our website. You can log in our website and you can join, and you can attend this program, and you can get yourself registered or contact with our Akshay Chakravarti, who is the program coordinator, and he will help you how to get you registered. Please register yourself soon. The participants, those who have registered, or the participants, those who are about to be registered, think to register. If you have got any query, please, you can ask me. If you are not finding the time, kindly you can email your queries to us, or you can contact Mr. Akshay Chakravarti, who will help you and who will clarify. Yes, Mr. Rakesh ji. Anything you would like to say? Mr. Manas Modi. Anything you want to ask, please ask. If you are having any difficulty, we can have another meeting also to discuss. This was basically just sensitization awareness to give brief about the program. Any question? Okay, fine. So as I understand, okay, now actually there will be, for this Greenbelt program, there will be 2 faculties will be engaged. One myself and another faculty will be either from Delhi or Bhubaneswar. They are having also equally around 20 years of hardcore industry experience in dealing with Six Sigma programs and projects in the different industries. Right, so we'll be we'll be talking about Six Sigma tools and techniques. There will be a lot of statistical analysis, mini by mini tab or some kind of tools. So we have not decided, whichever will be convenient to you, and we'll try our best, because unless you learn how to make use of the Six Sigma technique, then it will have no use. So you can also have some background study during the meanwhile, and we will also provide you some study materials. We will send you for all the registered participants and the study materials. You can go through this prior to that, so that learning will be easy, right? And at the end of the examination and after the completion of the training program, there will be an examination, and we'll be conducting the examination. We are not in a mood just to provide a piece of document कि आपने fee दे दिया for attend कर certificate. No, we want you must be properly qualified. You must acquire proper knowledge and skill. If you do not qualify in the examination, then we'll also arrange to appear again the examination for you. But just attending the session and appearing the examination does not mean that it will qualify you. We will help you our best, and we sincerely wish that you almost get qualified. And after the completion of the program, also you can take some of the Six Sigma projects, small projects, to have a hands-on skill experience how this Six Sigma project is, so that you will have the more confidence, and to whenever you are appearing in an interview or taking the identifying the projects in your industry or in your employment area, you can able to do it properly. Will also help you and guide you for doing your Six Sigma projects. So that is what the thing. So I will definitely request you that kindly prepare yourself. You have taken your interview, you have paid money, you'll be investing money, investing time, try to make the best use of it. It's not pure of it's not just mere piece of document or certificate. Suppose today you are producing a certificate without acquiring proper knowledge and skill, it will not be, rather it will create embarrassing situation for you, right? So know something about this. At least you can do something. If you can handle the project, nothing like that. Once you are having little more knowledge and skill in this, you can further upgrade to the black belt. Black belt will have very good demand in different industries. This is today is having the manufacturing industry, service industry, IT sector. In all sectors, Six Sigma is there. Even many of you do not know if some of you are from the IT industries. IT industries, there are some from one level to other level. If you want to go, you must have to be a green belt qualified. So that is become a prerequisite qualification for many of the things, right? So please have it and acquire this kind of knowledge and skill. It will be definitely helpful to you. More things we can discuss in our lecture and the classes when it will be started. And you will be giving all invitations for any other programs. We conduct program innovation, IPR about intellectual property right, as I mentioned. We will be also intimating you from time to time. Your names and information is in our database. Mr. Chokha will be communicating you. You can attend all these programs and free to attend. With this, I think we should close this program. And I request those who have not registered, if you are interested to register this program, please register soon. And those who have registered, kindly do not fill it otherwise, because the deferment of the program and the program is deferred, the reason I have mentioned you. And in case you find difficulty, if you want to withdraw, also can give your application, and we will definitely refund back your money. But it will take little time, because now people are busy. It will take little time. So the decision up to you. And also, if you your friends or anybody, if you find it is worth interesting, you can also recommend to your friends and others, those who want to join this program. We'll ask them also to join the program, right? So with this, I think it is already.
Sir, how the exam is conducted?
Exam, okay. Exam will be conducted online.
Okay, sir.
We'll prepare you. Nothing to worry. We sincerely wish that you all must have 100% result and 100% achievement. We'll prepare you. Only thing, what is there? You have to attend all the classes. Yeah, we'll give some assignment. You have to do those assignments. So once you have paid money, you have enrolled this, please go with some knowledge and skill. That is your objective. So certificate is a recognized document, but without knowledge and skill, this certificate will not adding any value. That is your sincere ways, not to make you pass or fail. That is not the objective, right? So nothing to be worried. We will definitely support. If you don't pay attention, don't study, then absolutely difficult. I sincerely want, if you have paid money, interest to spend this much time means you have understood the importance of this and you will be definitely joining this program. And you will just attend the program, do your work, and whatever the activities will be given, you just keep yourself engaged. Absolutely no problem. Right? If anybody will be interested in hybrid mode also, if you want to come and just attend some classes here, physical mode, and also visit our center and appear the examination here, you can also come. Absolutely no problem. Right? Anytime you feel like, you can come. Definitely the people, those are from outside the state, and it will be difficult for them, but we welcome you. Anybody, those who are interested to come and visit and attend the program, you are always welcome. Yeah, anything? Chakravarti, can you find out how many of the registered participants are present today? Okay. Look, this is the most unfortunate. Other guys, those who are registered, they have not attended the program. They must be aware about this thing. Only Mr. Rakesh is here, na? Mr. Rakesh. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Rakesh. You are choosing CTTC to join this program. I'm sure you will enjoy the organization, the program. I'm sure you will get a lot of value. And please, it is up to you how much you can take. Right? We are open. We are government organization. We want to upgrade the people's knowledge and skill. We want that you feel proud with the certificate having from CTTC. Right? So take as much as you want. Anything you feel like, any kind of information, knowledge, you can Google, you can go through the website or CTTC website, you can find out, you can ask, right? We will definitely try our best to help you. So with this, thank you very much. I think we should close it now. Anytime we close. So, bye-bye, namaskar. So we close it for the program because I have to attend the program with the Senegal team. Namaskar, bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thank you very much.